The air crackled with anticipation, chalk dust swirled. Our harnesses were tight, our shoes laced.
We were ready to conquer this plastic peak.
Laughter echoed as we started our ascent. Each handhold felt solid, each foothold secure.
Higher and higher we climbed, our confidence growing with every move. The colourful holes seemed to beckon us upward.
We were unstoppable, a team, our eyes on the prize.
Then a strange smell hit us. Faint at first, then overpowering. It smelled like fear. We exchanged uneasy glances. The air grew colder. The once vibrant colours now seemed dull and lifeless. A sense of dread began to creep in, replacing our initial excitement. We pressed on, our laughter now silenced by a growing unease. We were so close to the top. What awaited us there? We hauled ourselves onto the final ledge. Triumph turned to abject terror in an instant.
Our eyes met a scene too horrific to describe. Mannequins, twisted and broken, stared at us with vacant eyes.
Their limbs were contorted at unnatural angles, their faces frozen in silent screams.
The air was thick with the coppery tang of blood. Real or imagined, it hardly mattered. Nausea welled up inside us. We vomited, our cries swallowed by the echoing emptiness of the climbing gym. Tears streamed down our faces, mixing with the sick. Our legs trembled, our bodies rebelling against the horror our minds refused to process. This wasn't fun anymore. This wasn't a game.
We just wanted to go home.
Panic seized us. We slipped and slid, our shoes losing traction on the slickness of our own vomit. Down we fell, tumbling through the air, our screams blending with the sickening crunch of breaking bones. Then darkness.
We awoke to the blinking lights and the cacophony of an arcade. The stench of vomit lingered, but now it was mixed with the aroma of stale popcorn and greasy pizza.
Dazed and confused, we stumbled to our feet. Had it all been a bad dream?
Around us, children laughed, their joyous cries a stark contrast to our own recent terror. Air hockey tables buzzed, pinball machines chimed. The allure of skee-ball beckoned. We longed to lose ourselves in the mindless joy of video games, to forget the horrors we had witnessed. But fate, it seemed, had other plans for us. Section 4, Quarterless Despair, Yearning for Entertainment.
Our pockets were empty, not a single quarter to be found.
We were trapped in a paradise of pixels and joysticks, yet unable to partake.
Despair, heavy and suffocating, descended upon us once more.
The children's laughter now grated on our nerves, their joy a painful reminder of our own misfortune.
We wandered through the arcade like ghosts, our faces pale, our eyes hollow.
The games mocked us with their electronic beeps and boops.
We yearned to grasp the joysticks, to mash the buttons, to lose ourselves in a world of virtual adventure.
But it was not to be. We were destined to be mere observers in this land of digital delights.
Our stomachs growled, our throats parched. Fate, it seemed, was determined to break us. Section 5, Unearthing Fate, Shovels and a Shocking Discovery.
Then, a glimmer of hope. In the corner, piled high behind a broken air hockey table, we spotted them shovels.
Why were there shovels in an arcade?
We didn't question our luck. This was our chance, our ticket to freedom, or so we believed.
With renewed purpose, we grabbed the shovels and began to dig. We dug with a feverish intensity, the dirt flying over our shoulders.
Deeper and deeper we went, the air growing hot and heavy.
The smell hit us first, a pungent aroma, both familiar and repulsive.
It smelled of cheese, but not just any cheese. This was something far more sinister.
Our shovels struck something solid. We dropped our tools and brushed away the remaining dirt, our hearts pounding with a mixture of fear and morbid curiosity.
What we unearthed would change our lives forever.
Section 6, Nacho Nightmare, Burns, Hospital and Budding Love.
A vat of molten nacho cheese, that's what lay before us.
Before we could react, the flimsy floor gave way. We tumbled into the cheesy inferno, our screams swallowed by the bubbling orange abyss.
The pain was instant and excruciating. Third-degree burns covered our bodies.
We thrashed and screamed, but it was no use. We were trapped in a cheesy hell of our own making.
I awoke in the hospital, my body swathed in bandages. The smell of disinfectant stung my nostrils, a welcome change from the ever-present aroma of cheese that haunted my nightmares.
My skin was a patchwork of raw, angry red, a constant reminder of our folly.
But amidst the pain and the stench, a flicker of light emerged. Her name was Joan, my nurse. Her touch gentle, her eyes filled with a kindness that soothed my wounded soul.
Sally, my childhood friend who had also fallen victim to the cheesy inferno, found solace in Joan's care as well.
As weeks turned into months, a bond formed between them, a love story blossoming amidst the sterile walls of the hospital.
Sally, despite the scars that crisscrossed her body, had never looked more beautiful. Joan saw past the burns, saw the strength and resilience that lay beneath.
They moved in together, two souls forever bound by their shared trauma and their newfound love.
They adopted a ginger cat, a furry ball of chaos they named Nacho, a morbid joke that only they truly understood.
For a time, there was happiness. Then Nacho died. He choked on a stray piece of lasagna, a cruel twist of fate that sent Sally and Joan spiraling into despair.
They couldn't bear the pain, the constant reminder of their losses.
They gave up their apartment, their belongings left behind, and vanished into the anonymity of the city streets.
The last I saw of them, they were huddled beneath a bridge, their bodies covered in newspapers, their eyes vacant and lost. The city swallowed them whole, another tragic tale lost amidst the urban sprawl.